Hi there, this is John from Terrible Games, and I just want to make a quick video to show you how you should go about packing your copy of Black Mold. So I already have the lid removed here, so let's just get that out of the way. I can use this other area over here. Obviously, the rule booklet goes on top. Now, what you'll notice when you open the box is that there are actually two compartment storage trays. This is called the looming tray, and it actually is meant to be a usable component that you'll be passing from player to player throughout the game. So let's go ahead and look at what goes inside of here. When you get your copy of Black Mold, you're going to receive a punch sheet with all of the damage tokens. I place those in the rightmost cube and then use a little plastic cover to make sure that when you're storing the box, nothing can really come out. The thrall meeples go over here because you're going to need those at hand reach as well. Then in this upper left compartment on the looming tray, we have the item storage. And what's really nice about this is if at any point you have to discard items or for whatever reason you have items that are just no longer in use, which does happen from time to time, you have two separate channels here where your discard pile can go back here and your draw pile is on this toothed bottom angled storage channel right here. So whenever you need to reach for items, which if you're doing a good job, you're going to be doing that a lot, you can just grab them from right here. Hey, we got some cloth. That's cool. But all your item cards, which are the mini cards, can store here. Same kind of situation over here. There isn't a toothed bottom on these because these cards are rather larger, but here's all of your area cards. I think there's like 75 or so of these. But same kind of thing. You have the angled front channel right here where you're going to be reaching for them during the game. Oof, that's a germinated room. And as you discard, which doesn't happen a whole lot, but when you discard areas, you'll put them in here. More importantly, as you scale the compound and you use X number of area cards to set up for your game, there's going to be leftover area cards. So those are going to live here. And if you ever need to discard area cards, they can go here. But the item and area cards live in these two channels respectively. Now, here is the plot deck. If you had been following on our Kickstarter campaign, you'll notice that these actually got omitted from the components list, which is really weird. There's a full explanation of how they work, and all of the cards are in the box. But so first you have these player reference cards, which show you a couple different things. But we're here to talk about how you pack and store the game. When you're storing this deck, this Terra-sized deck, they go inside of the cylindrical dice channel. But when they're in play, you're going to store them right here so you can draw them very easily. You can see them. They're very easy to grab. And all your dice are just going to live right in here. And you can also complete your rolls in there. So that's everything that's inside of the looming tray. And to show you how you pack this part of the tray, if all of your damage tokens are in here and all of your thrall meeples are in here, area cards in here, item cards in here, take your plot deck and your Terra-sized player reference cards, put them in here, and this is ready to go in the box. Okay, with that out of the way, let's talk about what goes in here. Now, I'll note right up front that for my home copy that I'm keeping for myself, I have all the expansions added in the box. I couldn't give you a sure answer whether or not there's capacity for sleeved cards in here, but here's where everything else goes. So we had a little bit of confusion with people not understanding that this is not the complete box. You have to first remove the looming tray, and now you have access to the other stuff. So first compartment right here for our nifty little all-black sand timer. That's an optional piece you can use. All of the prisoner meeples I store inside of this channel. So with all expansions, I think there's 15 in all. But they all store in here really easily. There's enough depth for you to put all the expansion characters in here. Then in this channel, one little misstep I'll say about the final product on this, I really wish we had done a toothed bottom for this channel here because the core set of prisoner decision cards are these. And when you store the box with all of these guys in here, they can slide around some. So, if it doesn't give you too much ick, I would maybe throw a rubber band around these or maybe see if you can find a plastic bag for them. We do provide some plastic bags with the game, but I don't think that any of them are like, they're not wide enough to fit all the things. But with the expansion material in mind, what I usually do to sort of fill out this channel a little bit more is I take the extra expansion character tokens. So right here we have perfume and the poison and medicine tokens, as well as the bonfire tokens, which you're going to want to separate these from the main punch sheet of like the 80 plus tokens that you get when you open the box. You want to take these bonfire tokens, just set them aside. And then I also have the holy water tokens, but I just keep all of these separately bagged, and this other like these other spare plastic bags, and I store them in here. But there is room for all of the expansion decision decks in here, which is part of the reason it's so long, is so you can fit everybody. And then to eat up that gap, I usually stuff the plastic in here. So that covers this whole entire part here. Then all of the crafted items go inside of this bottom left sort of smaller channel here. All of the prisoner contraband cards and the thrall action cards go in this bottom right channel here. And all of your jumbo character cards go in here. And again, this has all the expansion material. So all 6 of the core characters you get in the main box. The rule booklets that explain how the expansion characters play and some of their history and backstory is also sized relatively the same as the jumbo character prisoner cards. So I just take all of those, I put them right there. I put this right here, making sure that my plastic bubbles are nice and tight, not too much. Then I take the rule booklet, then I take the lid, and boom. This baby is ready to go onto your Calyx shelf. It has labeling both horizontally and vertically for however you want to do it. I would recommend storing it horizontally, but I do like to store it vertically so you can see the cover on the front of the box. And that is how you store and put away black mold. Hope that was helpful. Good luck trying to escape the compound, prisoner.